Hey, yo, grown man bar segment, man. There are a lot of rappers out there. I mean, maybe too many rappers sometimes.
Yeah.
But out of all of those rappers, some of them we don't talk about enough. BA, I know you got one in your head. Give me a rapper that we just do not talk about as much as we should.
Let's start it. Let's start it. Let's go straight to Kansas City, Missouri. We don't talk about Tech N9ne enough in hip hop. We just don't. The question is, to me though, is why? Seasoned vet, 20, 25 years strong in the game. For those of you young cats who are Tyler the Creator fans, love Tyler. Before there was a Tyler, before there was an Earl Sweatshirt, before there was a Hobson. And you guys really need to get into and the appreciation of some of these artists, not just what they doing now. Some of these dudes are grandfathers now. They got kids. They life be lifing. So they're not churning out a project every 2 weeks on streaming. Tech N9ne's still touring now, headlining now. But you need to get into worldwide choppers, both versions.
Oh, please.
Both versions. The regular and the remix. You need to get into Am I a Psycho? Go get your history up on Tech N9ne to tell me I'm wrong. We need to talk about Tech more. Shout out Tech N9ne. What about you, bro? I know you got somebody in the crates.
You know I got one, and you know where I'm gonna start too. I'm starting in the South. I was just listening to this dude the other day, and I couldn't help when both of these songs popped up on my playlist right on almost back to back. Tela, man, straight out of Memphis. Somebody put some flowers on Tela's name, man. Tela has been around for a long time. Look, Tela has that smooth Memphis sound. He's got a great cadence. He's got a nice, tight rhyme scheme. But he represents Memphis so well with his sound and with that pimp persona, man. Tired of Ballin' and Show Enough or hood anthem classics. And he's just that dude who does what he does, and he does it really well, man. He never let anybody change him. That's what I like about Tela, man. Tela is the same dude with that smooth flow, man. Easy flow, but it pops when he does it, man. So yes, please, people, get more on Tela. Show Enough, just start with Show Enough and start with Tired of Ballin'. And that's all you gotta listen to, and I won't have to say any more. Start with those two songs, and I promise you'll dive down that discography rabbit hole. There's also a song called Just Tela that's pretty damn dope too.
Yo, shout out Memphis. Shout out Memphis. Shout out Memphis. We don't talk enough about Memphis, and we will. But shout out Memphis, man. Tela was a back in the day.
All right, so I know you got another one. Tell me some other rapper that we need to be talking about way more than we do. I tell you what, dig in the crates and let's go do some history.
Rappers step into it. They want to get some, but I'm the Kane, so yo, you know the outcome. Let me explain something to you about this Wordsmith. My favorite line from this guy came from a song called The Symphony. And he said, battling me is hazardous to health. So put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself. Now understand what I'm saying, y'all. This 88, strong. This 88 I'm giving you. Big Daddy Kane is a name that if you call yourself a lyrical MC, last show we talked about Cool G rap. If you're not understanding Black Thought, Rakim, BDK, because here's what all of you young swag dudes, BDK started that, baby. BDK was smooth suits on stage, right? With the Gumby and the 3 cuts and the check. BDK, Wordsmith, lyrical giant. Ain't no half-stepping.
He ain't lying.
Live the Kane. Wrong. Yeah, what about you, man? I mean, that's my in the crate joint for sure. What you got out there?
Well, if anybody knows me, and I'm talking about underrated rappers we need to talk about more. If you ever watched this show and you had to place a bet on what name I was getting ready to throw out there, I'm pretty sure this might be one somebody would understand. But it's my man Anthony Cruz, AZ. Look, everybody knows I was going to say AZ. Now, I'm not arguing that I think AZ is a top 10 rapper or anything like that, but AZ's lyrical ability is just as good as anybody in rap. He packs rhymes and intelligent street talk into his bars. He packs them in there. He is a street poet to me in the same vein as Nas, and his internal rhyme schemes are some of the best internal rhyme schemes that are in hip hop. AZ knows how to flip a bar. Now, he's not as sharp on hooks, but that's okay. But if you, can't do hooks, can't do play it. If you listen to Nas and you heard Life's a Bitch, he's that other dude on there, and I hope I don't upset you when I say that I think he had the better verse.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
I ain't gonna lie. AZ had the better verse on that song. AZ, Do or Die was an absolute classic. Now, he doesn't have a heavy catalog because he didn't put albums out a whole bunch. And he doesn't have more than one album that I'd call a classic, but his lyrical ability, if you are into lyrics, just straight up lyrics, if you are one of those people who, well, we got a lot of people who get into our chats and are like, man, lyrics. If you were a lyricist, if you were into lyrics, go listen to AZ. I promise you won't be disappointed. You can just go listen to the album Do or Die, and that'll be all you need.
I know a lot of you young cats like samples, so Do or Die is it. But let me just borrow this subject for a second. There's a song on Do or Die called Sugar Hill. First of all, the sample is immaculate. The background vocals immaculate. But just tell your girl you're going to the store, go to the car wash, go do what you gotta do, put it on and ride. And you're welcome. And you're welcome. Yeah.